Let's start from the beginning. Back in 1995, the Royal Mint made this special £1 coin as part of a series showing the four nations of the United Kingdom. That year, it was Wales's turn, and so the coin proudly displayed a dragon, the national symbol of Wales. The design was made by Norman Silman, and the dragon is shown walking proudly to the left. On the edge of the coin are Welsh words Pleidiol Wif I'm Gwla with circumflex D, which means, true am I to my country. On the other side, you see Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauff. The coin is made from nickel brass, weighs 9.5 grams, and has a diameter of 22.5 millimeters. It's round, shiny, and feels solid in the hand. Now, here's the interesting part: more than 34 million of these coins were made in 1995, which sounds like a lot. So how can it be rare? Well, most of those coins were used in everyday life, be they were spent, dropped, scratched, and worn down. Over the years, people stopped keeping them in good condition. Then, in 2017, the round pound coins were taken out of circulation and replaced by the new 12-sided £1 coin. That means the 1995 dragon coin is no longer used as money in shops. Because of that, collectors now look for these coins in good condition, especially uncirculated or proof versions. A proof coin is one made especially for collectors. It's struck using polished dies, so it looks shiny and detailed. The Royal Mint made a few special versions in silver and a thicker version called a Piedfort, which is double the thickness and heavier than normal. Only about 8,000 of those silver Piedfort coins exist. That's where the real rarity comes in. While the normal coin might be worth just a few pounds, these special editions can be worth £40, £50, £100, or sometimes even more, depending on their condition and packaging. You might have seen posts online claiming that the 1995 £1 coin is worth £10,000 or even £100,000. Those posts get a lot of attention after all. Who doesn't want to find a tiny treasure? But let's be real. The normal version of the 1995 £1 Welsh Dragon coin isn't selling for those massive amounts. Most are worth between £1 and £5 if used, and maybe up to £20 if they're in mint condition. The high prices online often come from sellers hoping to get lucky, but collectors usually pay based on real market value, not hype. Still, there are a few things that can make your coin more valuable. Condition is everything. If your coin is shiny, has no scratches, no dirt, and looks like it just left the mint, it's worth much more than one that's dull and worn. Also, check for any mistakes or minting errors. Sometimes a coin is made with the wrong edge design, a missing inscription, or even a misstrike, for example, if the picture is slightly off-center. These rare errors can catch collectors' eyes and push the value much higher. You can also look out for fake or counterfeit coins. During the years before the round £1 coins were withdrawn, a lot of fake ones were made. Some are very close to real ones, but the edges, color, or lettering might look slightly wrong. If your coin feels too light or too heavy, or the dragon design looks fuzzy, it might not be genuine. A real coin should weigh about 9.5 grams. If you have what you believe is a rare or perfect coin, it's a good idea to get it checked by an expert or a grading service. A graded coin comes with a sealed case and a certificate showing its quality, and that can boost its value for collectors. Even if your coin turns out not to be worth thousands, you'll at least know exactly what you've got. Now let's talk about the excitement around coins like this. Part of the magic isn't just the money, it's the history. The 1995 Welsh Dragon coin isn't just a coin, it's a small piece of British heritage. It carries the pride of Wales and a time when each UK nation was honoured on its own pound coin. And because round pounds aren't used anymore, holding one feels like holding a piece of the past. Every scratch, every shine tells a story. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt. They look through jars, car seats, and pockets, dreaming of finding that one rare coin. Some coins have sold for huge sums, but usually because of a unique error or a very limited edition. That's why the 1995 Welsh Dragon still draws attention. it's beautiful, iconic, and tied to a time that's gone. So, if you're watching this and you've got a few old coins lying around, grab them and take a look. If you see a dragon walking proudly on one side, check the date 1995. Look closely at the edges, the shine, the details. Maybe you have the regular version, maybe the silver proof, or maybe just maybe a rare mint error that no one has noticed yet. Think about it, you could be sitting on something collectors would pay real money for. Even if it's only £20, that's 20 times its face value, and if it's a special proof edition, that number could climb much higher. But the best part? The joy of discovering history in your hands. This coin links you to Wales, to the United Kingdom's coinage history, and to millions of stories from the 1990s. Every time you look at that dragon, remember that it stood for pride, power, and identity. Many people collect coins not just for profit, but for passion. They love learning the stories behind each design, each change, each special edition. And the 1995 Welsh Dragon Pound coin has one of the most beloved designs in British coin history. It's bold, it's national, and it's unforgettable. So yes, while the normal coin might not make you a millionaire, it can still give you something priceless: curiosity, excitement, and a bit of hope. Because the truth is, treasure hunting doesn't always mean gold bars or chests full of jewels. Sometimes, it's a little round coin sitting quietly in your drawer, waiting for you to notice its worth. So next time you come across an old £1 coin, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, especially if you see that Welsh dragon breathing fire from your palm. You might not be holding £100,000, but you could still be holding a rare piece of British history worth far more than you think. And who knows? One day, if collector demand grows or a rare version is discovered, this humble 1995 dragon coin could become one of the great treasures of the coin world. Let's go back to the year 1983. That year, the U.S. Mint produced more than 617 million Washington quarters in Denver, the ones marked with the letter D. These coins are made from a mix of copper and nickel, not silver like older quarters. Because so many were made, most people think they're common, and for the most part, that's true. The average 1983 D quarter in used condition, the kind you find in your wallet or change jar, is only worth its face value, about 25 cents. But not all 1983 quarters are created equal. A small number of them were struck perfectly, or have rare minting mistakes, and that's where things get exciting. Most of these coins went into circulation quickly. People spent them, dropped them, scratched them, and over time they became worn down. Finding one in perfect shape is already rare because the U.S. Mint didn't sell uncirculated coin sets in 1983. That means the only way collectors could get high-quality 1983 D quarters was if they were pulled out of circulation early and kept safe. So when someone finds one in mint state, that means shiny and untouched, collectors are willing to pay much more. Some perfect 1983 D quarters graded by professionals have sold for over $1,000. One even sold for more than $1,500 at auction because of its high quality. Imagine that a coin you could easily overlook being worth more than a new iPhone. But it doesn't stop there. What really grabs attention are the rare error coins. You see, sometimes during the minting process, things go wrong. A coin might get struck off center, or stamped twice, or even hit on the wrong metal blank, called a planchet. When that happens, the result is an error coin, and collectors love errors. Some 1983 quarters have been found struck on the wrong type of metal or missing parts of the design, and those can reach values of tens of thousands of dollars. In extreme cases, rare mint errors combined with perfect condition could, in theory, reach values of hundreds of thousands, according to some collectors. While no public sale has hit that number yet, it's not impossible in the world of numismatics. That's the fancy word for coin collecting. The Washington quarter design itself is simple but iconic. The front shows the profile of George Washington, and the back has the bold eagle with spread wings. The design was first used in 1932 and kept for decades. But in 1983, there was nothing special about the design. What makes this year special is how few uncirculated examples survived and how valuable the error coins can be. So, when you find a 1983D quarter, you're looking for one of two things: amazing condition or a weird mistake. Now, how can you tell if you might have one of these rare gems? First, check the condition. If the coin looks worn or dull, it's probably worth only face value. But if it shines like new, with no scratches or marks, it could be worth a lot more. Check for sharp details, especially in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. If those details look crisp, your coin might be in mint state. Next, check for errors. Does the design look off-center? Is any writing missing? Does the coin look thicker or thinner than usual? Sometimes you'll see a line or crack through the coin that could be a die crack, which can increase value. And always check the edges. If the ridges look strange or uneven, that could mean it was struck incorrectly. Some collectors have even found 1983 quarters made on the wrong blank, like one meant for a nickel, and those can sell for thousands of dollars because they're so unusual. If you think you found something special, don't rush to sell it. First, get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you exactly what grade your coin is and confirm if it's a genuine mint error. Once it's graded, your coin will be worth more, and collectors will trust that it's authentic. Graded coins in top condition like MS-67 or MS-68 can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the market. Now, you might be wondering, why do people pay so much for coins like this? The answer is simple: rarity. The fewer perfect examples exist, the more people are willing to pay for them. Coin collectors are always chasing the best of the best, and when a certain year like 1983 doesn't have many pristine examples, prices can skyrocket. It's just like how a rare comic book or trading card becomes valuable when there aren't many left in top condition. So, yes, a 1983D quarter can be worth a fortune, but only under certain conditions. Most are still just worth 25 cents, but that tiny percentage of coins that escaped damage, stayed perfect, or were made with a rare mistake can turn into a serious payday. Imagine finding one of those. You could turn pocket change into rent money, or even a down payment on a car. And here's the fun part: people still find them. Coin hunters, collectors, and even regular folks have pulled valuable coins out of change drawers, parking meters, and vending machines. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every time you pick up a coin, there's a tiny chance it's something special. So next time you go through your coins, keep your eyes open for that 1983D mint mark. Take a close look at the shine, the details, and any unusual features. Don't clean the coin, that can lower its value. If it looks too good to be true, that might be a good thing. Put it in a protective holder, do some research, or show it to a coin expert. Who knows? Maybe that ordinary-looking quarter could change your day or your bank account.